This keeps getting like more things added to it. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
We can't add anybody else to this. Oh shit, yeah we can.
Yeah.
So here's a whole other group of instruments now.
I just fucking love it though. Like I'm digging this.
So LOONA is a girl group who has not officially debuted yet. They're basically an 18-month project from October 2016 to March/April 2018, where every single month a new member or subunit is revealed, and they will all debut in 2018 as a 12-member group.
That's awesome. Really weird.
So far, 8 members have released solo songs, and every single solo song is a different genre. So basically, they are assigning genres to every single member. Anyways, this is the subunit 1/3. Sonatina is from a repackaged album of Love and Live. This is called Love and Evil, that has more of a darker theme of love and evokes the cruelty of love.
Okay.
Oh, I know all about that.
Don't we all?
Sonatine and Sona 3 and 2. Sorry, just 1.
Dude, Sonatine, that's a heavy turn right there. That's some classical stuff, you know?
Oh, cool.
Nice piano.
Yeah, this is different.
The person sounded like a violin.
Yeah.
Real strings. Good job.
Yeah.
So tender.
Her voice is really good.
Yeah, she's like a I'm not a vocalist, but it sounds like she's an alto.
Oh.
Well, it's nice because it's a lighter instrumental texture, so you can really hear like what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really smart.
Yeah. And the harmonies as well.
Yeah, and they're really good.
Yeah, they're good harmonies.
Nice.
No.
I like how they're still building it. There haven't been any
Yeah,
drops
exactly,
yet.
exactly.
It's like, it reminds me of the older.
And like the rhythmic kick sort of like comes in and out. Like some sections are more rhythmic.
The arranging is good. Like the way that all the vocal parts work. It's obviously someone like who knows how to arrange for voices did this. Whoa.
They're just like everywhere, you know? Non-harmonic tones just popping up. It sounds like this would be really hard to sing. Whoa, it sounded like her voice just got like... What?! Did this just turn into a fucking tango? It's like French, Italian, something. What? But then it had like the clave in there. Yeah.
It still feels like it's building though, because
Yeah.
it's not.
It hasn't dropped or anything.
Yeah.
I really like the chords though. Yeah, it's a chord progression that you can jive to. You're not like freaked out by it, but it's also not like super obvious.
I also need an easy button that I bring to these things that says I like the chords.
Cause like this is just, I don't know how to describe like what, it's like the vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a dance tune like a lot of K-pop is, and it's like a little bit more than a ballad.
It's like, it kind of has hints of the like orchestral Broadway kind of style that we listen to.
What is it? Parallel chromatic?
Yeah. The melodies are just so different from everything else I've heard.
The harmonic like shifts and like the little step outs are really cool. I think that makes the band like, that's what kind of gives them their own touch.
Their voices blend fairly well, but they do the thing where they like technically singing together, but like one person is like,
It's a little more highlighted, yeah.
It doesn't drop per se.
It doesn't, no, but this would, I'm guessing this is the climax here because they're all, like how thick the harmonies are.
But every time it's different.
And the girls, you know,
This keeps getting like more things added to it. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
We can't add anybody else to this. Oh shit, yeah we can. So here's a whole other group of instruments
I
now.
just fucking love it though. Like I'm digging this.
Weird.
That
Wow.
was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. I cannot wait to see more of this group.
So what do you think about this song overall musically?
Wow. Really
I
awesome.
thought it was harmonically intriguing more than anything, and their voices fit really well together. So
There were like a
very
couple
good.
little twists I couldn't quite place. It wasn't so overly symmetrical that it was like, okay, sometimes I'll be like singing along to a pop song and halfway through it I already know exactly what's like happening, which like we can just like know sometimes because we're musicians and we've played thousands of those songs that sound like that. There was nothing in there that I could definitively latch onto after one listen.
Yeah.
Which is
it's
super,
cool.
it's super intriguing and it makes me want to listen way more.
I thought it was cool. I don't know, I feel like just because like sometimes if you have drums, or at least with pop songs, they're like super heavy and big. They couldn't have had such a complex vocal line or like super arranged harmonies, but because there was no drums, I thought like there was some really nice moments in the chorus and stuff.
You know, actually, I feel like that's pretty accurate. Sonatine.
I think that translates to sonata, but I don't think that really followed sonata form.
No, but it reminds me of like a concertina, like
That's
dainty.
true. Like a mini something.
Yeah.
A sonatine is basically a small sonata. It has no single strict definition, is rather a title applied by a composer to a piece that is in basic sonata form, but is shorter and lighter in character or technically more elementary than a typical sonata.
Well, that's exactly what that was.
Except not in sonata form.
Except, minus this,
Minus.
Minus the key
Little
part of the word. But you know, more or less it was a cute little thing.
Oh man, so much was going on in that song. I think it would have almost been more effective if they tailed it back the same way they came in. I felt like they were slowly adding on layer to layer to layer. Like the groove was set up, and then that was kind of like the foundation for them to build the house on.
Yeah.
And once they kind of like got up to the top of the house, you know, it's like it should have been like kind of like the end of the day, and then maybe the sun was like setting, and like, you know, it slowly got darker as the house disappeared into the night. You know, like maybe that kind of thing.
Yeah, the singing technique was interesting. I can't put my finger on why it felt so strange.
They don't
but
really have breaks.
Yeah, it
Like
seems
whatever
like they're
the
just
like the basis of their singing is for most of them is like breakless. But it might not be head voice.
maybe. Who knows?
This song was not very rhythmically driven.
Yeah.
Like there's no like heavy percussion stuff like that. It's just piano, strings, you know, a couple of keyboard percussion instruments, but a much more orchestral feel than a
Of
classical
course.
feel.
And every time the orchestration's different, which
Yeah.
shows like there's no laziness in this.
Oh yeah, no, like all of the transitions, the instrumental interludes, like the transitions were all, or like had different orchestration, which was really cool.
There's something that goes like, there's that weird chromatic, that motion, which I've never heard in any musical composition.
There we go. I think that's still degree 9, right?
If the song's in E major, which it probably is, then yes.
Yeah. No, because I'm hearing that as a 9 in that chord.
Yeah, but this chord is a C sharp, so that's actually, get ready guys, it's an 11th.
Awesome. That was just really unique. And like, yeah, props to them. Like, that was refreshing. I can't believe there was no drum in that. I'm not over it. That's awesome. It was just really weird. Like, I kind of wish that there was drums, but I'm also really happy that they made that work without it, because how often do you hear a non-acoustic pop song that doesn't have drums in it? Never. This is so unique. Everybody should get on this shit.
Anyways, okay, so now we'll move on to their first release. In this one, the concept of the video, like I said before, is just like the typical beauty, cuteness, and happiness that comes with love. In the music video, you're going to see one of the members is a cyborg, and this represents kind of how she's dealing with being in the group right now, because she's actually from Hong Kong and not fluent in Korean. So just kind of like how she's struggling to fit in currently in the group, she is struggling to fit in as a cyborg in the music video.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Live.
Live and let love. Like that Paul McCartney song. Wait, no, it's Die. Sorry. Not the same stuff.
Oh, she's ready.
Same. Heavy breathing. That's
Me
a
on my
little.
run.
It's a little different. I don't know.
Oh. There are two types of people.
They showed a track there. It's rather.
Oh, nice riff on the piano there. Create some movement.
Gotta love those synth
that's pretty
strings.
jazzy.
Ooh, this chord progression is kind of cool.
Ooh, I like that synth in the back. This is some R&B.
It always is, but
It's so good though.
the chord. I'm not even gonna say it. The chords are so good.
Okay, repeat the A. Yep.
Nice chromatic. Yeah.
Very breathy voice. I don't know.
But not this one. Oh, that's very.
Yeah, she's got a lot of right here.
A lot of nasal resonance.
B flat major to G major, but yet it sounds higher. That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. That's so cool.
This chord progression's really interesting. Like,
Yeah, really. See, as far as the chord progression goes, I'm just hearing a lot of like chromatic and then like whole step, like just like moving up and back down. So a lot of pulls.
A lot of modal mixture.
Except I think a lot of things are like oddly major. I think that's what feels a little about it. I think.
This is a really tight groove too.
Oh, what?
I've never heard something this harmonically complex. in
Yeah, seriously,
K-pop.
this is like whack. This is really out of what.
Out of the normal.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's the cyborg.
I think I found out which one's the cyborg.
Wow.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
But like one of them, well, we commented, one of them has like an extremely bright nasal sound. And then the person who sang before her was like breath air. It was like very air.
Yeah, but together
Airy.
it probably makes like one very round.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was cool.
I'm liking all their high stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's definitely one of their strong points.
This is a weird chord progression. It just kind of like wanders.
This makes a lot of sense, but it goes to a lot of different places, which is like really cool.
Oh! Whoa, that was so whack. That was so out. What the hell? It like, you thought it was gonna go one place, but it just like totally changed.
I like that rhythm. It's like
Me too. I was trying to listen to see like if anything interesting happens, but it's just the fact that it doesn't go where you think it's going to. But it's not even that obvious unless you're listening for it. It's just like a little off.
This is a very different vibe than the first one.
Yeah. It's also very straightforward, like melodically. It's kind of the same.
It's got like cool little additions, but it's like, I don't know, it's not as unexpected as the other one.
I want to do like a harmonic dictation of this bass line. Because like it sounds really easy and like, I mean like it follows like a lot of like paradigms like in normal Western counterpoint.
Oh, I thought she would collapse. Oh, is that her rest mode as a cyborg? Just
Taking a poop.
oh.
Wow.
Wow. That was really
sick.
weird. And really,
That was cool though.
yeah.
So, what do you guys think about that overall musically?
It was a trip. It was wandering. It was just like a nature trail at a state park or a national park. You just like, get keep on this thinking trail. that you're gonna like get back to where you started,
Yeah.
but then you never
Where's it go?
quite get there.
Oh,
And
it's-
like you pass by things that look similar
You're like,
to
oh,
where
it's
you
that
were.
waterfall again.
But
No,
then
it's a
you
different
keep walking
waterfall.
and you realize that you're not where you just were.
Oh,
it's all different.
The
What
phrases
is-
are just everywhere.
What is the universe?
But it's fine. K-pop.
I liked it because I didn't understand it, you know? Like, actually, I'll be taking a class on pop music and, like, the style of things would be interesting to see because they use, you know, like, non-traditional stuff, like a major... I remember, like, last week we were talking about the whole major 4 to minor 4. It's, like, stuff that you don't usually see in classical music, but yet it sounds so cool. And I feel like they did a lot of that, and, like, I didn't understand it, but it sounded awesome, and it was definitely a lot going on.
There was some really interesting chords, which really, like, I don't know, made it come to life in a way that like other songs don't. It was pretty safe, like structurally, like pretty ordinary structurally. Melody had some really good moments, but like I felt the chord choices and the harmonies were really effective for what the song was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely second that. I really like the harmonic choices. It's not like generic kind of diatonic pop music, even though like, you know, like the melody is really nice and relatable and singable. There's like some really nice, like, especially at the right before the last chorus where they like had hits and it was really crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to the other one musically, like what were the differences? What different feelings did they convey?
I think they you said the Love and Live was the first one released? I think they probably went more of a more mainstream sound with that, and then kind of used that to springboard into kind of a more specific type of tone. Like obviously with this whole marketing scheme, they're trying to be like unique and kind of like a new thing on the scene, and I think that's probably why they are kind of evolving into a kind of a unique, different sound. I liked it.
And I also like the aspect that it could be like, oh, what's our sound gonna be? Because the second one was like kind of the other end of the spectrum. But like it was a ballad and this is like not. And it was just like very complex.
I missed their vocal texture. That's what I really liked about them last time. This felt a little bit more pop song, you know? Which I mean, like, I get it. Like, they're a pop group. But also, like, at the same time, I kind of missed that from last time.
I think Sonatine's more adventurous and more different. It's
I can't really say which one I liked more, but definitely objectively, Sonatine was more adventurous.
Yeah, I like how catchy this was. I mean, it's still a good song.
And one of my friends who's a jazz musician has always lived by the mantra, you know, music is for people to enjoy. Like, we shouldn't expect the audience to have to put in extra work, you know, to enjoy a piece. That's like, if the audience wants to put in extra work to enjoy it, then you know, good on them.
Bruckner.
This piece, it's got, I really like the market value of this, because it's got it all. It's for us music nerds and for us people who are looking for a little bit of extra spice, it's got a little bit of extra spice in there. But for people who want something nice and plain and simple, the form's really easy to follow. It's got a super catchy tune, you know.
Luna, more like swoona, because I'm swoon. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video.
If you want to see what other K-pop songs we're going to react to, check out the link in the description.
If you're curious about songs that we're going to react to but are not on the schedule yet, click right here or check the description.
And of course, a huge thank you to all our wonderful patrons who have helped make our content better. If you want to support us by being a patron, please check the description box or click right here for more information.
See you guys next time!